Hey guys, it's Derek from Pacific Coast Auto here in Japan, and we're looking at a 1990 Honda Acty Kei truck. Now we do buy quite a few of these, but they don't end up on the channel. Most of the people buying these are dealers that are buying them in higher volume, and so this one here was bought from an individual buyer, going to be shipped to the USA, bought from auction, obviously, and let's have a look at it. So first off, the engine's right in the middle here, and so I can't really show you it running. Or I guess I can. It is right there underneath. The coolant looks perfect, no problems with that. The oil is rather low, has the funniest dipstick ever. Right here, you just untwist this and keep going, and then you pull the dipstick out. Okay. Now that the engine's running, the oil level is higher on the dipstick there, but still check the oil as soon as the car lands. In fact, it's a good idea to check all your fluids, replace everything when the car lands, because you're going into these cars without knowing the history of them. Okay, so let's go over the auction sheet here. This is the information given to you by the auction and the previous owner, which was a dealer, because individual people can't sell these cars at auction. And I just squished a mosquito in my hand, one-handed. Props to me for that. These JDM mosquitoes are killers. They're really small, they're fast like ninjas, and they'll bite you. The funny thing is, they bite me, it doesn't swell up at all, but it does big time on my family, especially my kids. But for me, I'm a tough Canadian, and so the mosquitoes in Canada, they're huge and they're slow and they're easy to attack, but when they get you, they really get you. Anyways, 1990. I swear this is a car review, not a bug review, but I will talk about the cicadas a little bit later. They're super noisy today. Okay, auction grade 3.5, interior is B78321 kilometers on here. This is a 5-speed manual that doesn't have the AC, but it is the 4-wheel drive. It's a real-time 4-wheel drive, and so you don't select it or anything. You just get in and go, and you got your 4-wheel drive. Okay, so this is a dealer traded in car. Exterior scratches, dents, and some rust on it. Front windshield rock chip. Upper side of the body has scratches and dents. Interior dirty. Headliner dirty, steering wheel grip worn, and then looking at the body here, we have some medium scratches on the front bumper, large dent on the roof, corrosion hole on the side here, and then medium scratches and medium dents here. Okay, so let's throw this guy onto the windshield, and we'll do the once around here. There we go. So I'm not sure why it is, but the Acty seems to be the most popular one for import to the USA. I think probably the Honda name is part of it. The fact that they're full-time 4-wheel drive. They seem to be pretty reliable from what I've seen. And so, yes. Okay, it still has the license plates on it. Notice they're yellow. Yellow is for the Kei cars. So in Japan we have yellow plates and white plates. I guess the only white plates are mine. And the way that it works is, this one here says the city that it's from. This one here is the size of the vehicle. So 5 is a small vehicle. And then you get a different letter here, and then the numbers here like a regular plate. So this one, you can see this one here says a 4. 2 numbers here is an old style plate. And then 3 numbers like mine is a new style plate. The 4 is a cargo registered vehicle, so it costs less to register here in Japan. Okay. And yeah, the plates need to be handed in when you deregister them. And something to mention about the Kei trucks, they're cargo vehicles. Cargo vehicles have 25% import tax to the USA, where regular cars are 2.5%. So that's also known as the chicken tax. Okay, still have JDM mushrooms here. In fact, the JDM mushrooms went crazy. Look at how big those are. Huh. But don't eat them. Don't eat them, Derek. Okay, I think the Honda Acty is probably the best looking one. I like the headlights of it. Dents on the roof. You can see the U3 here. And let me just shut off the engine. We do have it up to operating temperature now. That's the key part of keeping the engine. Well, I guess it's not up to operating temperature yet. Okay, we're going to keep it running then. Okay, so the reason why K-trucks are lovely is because you get the four-wheel drive, you can get manual transmission, you can get them with AC, but they're kind of uncommon. But the bed is very useful because it's completely flat with no tire humps anywhere in it. All these sides flip down, so the side can flip down and the rear can flip down, and so it makes it really easy to load even if you're coming in from the side. And then this is really low. Small tires, that's just above knee height. And so really easy to lift things into it. And so as a work vehicle, not really much can beat these. They don't have as much capacity as, say, an F-150, but you don't have to lift things up 7 feet up in the air in order to get them over the sides, because as trucks go on and on and on, they're getting redeveloped and redeveloped. It seems like this side is going up, 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 making it harder to actually use it for its intended use. Here in Japan, pickup trucks are really uncommon, and these are everywhere. And relatively inexpensive, I think. Okay, here's the service. How to service the engine is through there. You can get them in a dump truck, which is really cool. You cannot get an F-150 as a dump truck, though that would be really cool. And then the dump truck one is really easy to work on the engine because the whole bed goes up and then you can just get right in there. They all come with a tree. They call this a tree in Japan. I don't know why. But basically what this is something that you can put larger stuff, prop it up on here, and then come down into here. The bed has some surface rust on it. None of the rust is really that bad. Probably the worst is this section right here. And because the car is wet right now, it looks worse than it actually is. Okay, the tree has quite a bit of rust and corrosion on it. But if you really don't like that, you can have a new tree made by a custom welding shop for not that much money, to be honest. Okay, the rust hole that they talked about on the auction sheet is right down here. Okay, this is a stopper for the side. So you pop this down and it comes down and it'll stop there so that it doesn't damage anything. Here's the battery and the coolant tank is right there. I kind of already showed that. This is where you put the oil in. This is where you put the gas in. Okay. The doors on both sides make that sound. I don't know what you can do to stop that. Okay. A lot of actually 70s and 80s Japanese cars do that too. Lots of fade on these door cards, you can see there. You may be able to get that back with the same products that you use to make your Super Nintendos not yellow anymore. There is a product, I think it's called Retro Bright. Might be able to work that, otherwise just a repaint. Okay, pretty Spartan inside. These are work trucks and not Escalades. Headrests bolted right to the body. Being 5'10", I can drive them reasonably comfortable. The only thing that bothers me is the clutch pedal is really high off the floor, so you have to pick your leg off the floor in order to shift. No power steering, but it's so light it doesn't really matter that much. Simple speedometer here, 78,352 kilometers. Anytime you buy a K-truck, notice that they're 5 digits, and so they might have rollen over. This one doesn't look like it has rolled over yet. Condition seems pretty good. It's really dirty. Many of these are super ultra mambo tango foxtrot dirty inside, and this one is no exception. You can see the floor mats maybe never have been cleaned, but they are made out of rubber. You can take them out easily. You can spray the inside of the car and get it all nice and clean. Once clean, these vehicles are, I guess, pretty sought after. They're popular for import to the USA, for sure. You can see here there's some dirtiness and spottiness of the interior. And so, need some bleach. Okay. So, that's going to be it for this K truck. If you have any questions, feel free to post those in the comments section. If you want us to, next time we get a K truck, if there's something that we missed, you can mention that as well. But thanks for watching this one. Have a nice day.